Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Anu and I make videos from the province of Alberta in Canada. In this video, I'll be showing you how I made chili with a twist. You're gonna love this one, and if you want to see how I made it, then let's go to my kitchen.
You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So for this chili recipe, the main ingredient is ground meat. You can use ground turkey, ground chicken, ground beef, and if pork is your thing, you can use ground pork if it's available. And then the next thing is red kidney beans. So red kidney beans, you can get it in cans. And then the twist to this chili recipe is dates. So pitted dates, which means that the seeds have been removed. And then the next thing that we're going to need is tomato paste, or tomato paste, however you like to call it. But tomato paste, they come in tubes, they come in cans, whatever you find you can use. And then I'm going to be using some pasta sauce, and this is sweet basil marinara. You can use any kind, there's different kinds of pasta sauces, but I'm using this one because it's flavorful. It's basically a blend of tomatoes, peppers, and some spices. And then I'll be using some sun-dried tomatoes that are like dipped in oil. So this is what it looks like in the bottle. And yes, sun-dried tomatoes are different from regular fresh tomatoes. They just have that flavor. And then I'm using a whole onion, 2 red bell peppers, and then 2 jalapeno peppers, and then a whole lot of garlic. You can use as much as you like, but I'm using like plenty of it because I like garlic. For spices in this chili recipe, I'm using ground dry pepper. I'm also using some salt, so regular table salt, and then ground smoked paprika is what you see here. And then in addition to those, I'm using some Italian seasoning, whatever seasoning that goes with whatever meat you're using, and then some chili salt, which is perfect for this chili recipe. And then I'm also using rosemary and herb salt. You can't see clearly, but this is rosemary and herb salt. And then I'm also going to be using some oil, which you can see in my little fish jug. So the first thing to do is to chop up the garlic and the onions into small bits. And if you're following me on Instagram, you probably have seen the scripture that I used for a reel that I posted on Friday. And this is the scripture that I'm sharing with you guys also today because it's just been on my mind, and it's taken from the book of Proverbs chapter 4 verse 18. So Proverbs chapter 4 verse 18, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation. It says, "The way of the righteous is like the first gleam of dawn, which shines ever brighter until the full light of day." You know, when you wake up in the morning, the sun shines, but it's not as bright as it is when it's like noon or like 3 p.m. So the day gets brighter and brighter because the sun shines brighter and brighter. And the Bible lets us know that this is how Christians are, this is how the children of God are. Your path shines brighter and brighter. You understand things better and better. You understand God's will for your life. You understand what He wants for you, or what your life is about as the day goes by. And some things which we do not understand, we understand with every passing day. And guess what? When we get to heaven, we'll even understand. That's when we'll understand everything in full. But your path, your life, everything just gets better and better every day, because you're a child of God, and because this is his promise for us, that our lights will shine brighter and brighter even as unto the perfect day. So yeah, this is the scripture that I'm sharing with you guys. So I finished chopping the garlic and onions, and now it is time to start cooking. So the first thing to add into the pot is just a little oil to fry the garlic and onions. So I'm just going to sweat down the garlic and onions for a couple of minutes, and then once that has released the aroma and the flavor into the oil, then I'll be going in with the ground meat. So once the garlic and onions have cooked for a while, then you add the ground meat. Like I said, you can use turkey, you can use chicken, you can use beef or pork, whatever meat you have. And then this process is just a process of browning the meat. So you can see that it's a little red now, so you just mix it in with the garlic and onions, and then cover it to cook for a while, for like 10 minutes or so, but just make sure that it cooks for a while. And then while that is browning, I'm here cutting up the jalapeno peppers, and I'll be slicing them up into small bits, and then I'll be blending some peppers as well. You guys, I have so many list of ideas of recipes and like video ideas that I have put down. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell as well, so that whenever these videos drop, you can see. So I'm just blending my red bell peppers, so that's the first thing. And then you can see that I'm adding the pitted dates in here. Make sure that the seeds are removed from the dates that you're going to use. And then I'm adding the sun-dried tomatoes as well. So I'm blending basically the red bell peppers, the sun-dried tomatoes, and the pitted dates. And I'm just going to pause that for a few. I'm not going to let it blend into like a puree. I just want it to blend a little bit. And then by now the meat is you can see that the color has changed. It is no longer looking raw or red. And then this is when we add the rest of all the ingredients. So I'm going in with the salt, the dry pepper, and the paprika. So in addition to that, I'm also adding some chili salt. I'm going to be also adding the Italian seasoning and the rosemary and herb seasoning as well. You guys, these seasoning bottles came from my brother and his wife for a Christmas gift, and it's like perfect. Like whenever I want to make like a special meal, I just bring them out. I just like the fact that the bottles are so cute and so nice, and the spices are like excellent for my cooking, because I no longer use MSG seasoning in my food. So this is like perfect for me. So I'm just going in with that. Once you've added all the spices and seasoning, then just mix it together. And then after mixing it together, then we'll begin to add the rest of the ingredients. So the tomatoes, or the blended peppers, the pitted dates, the pepper, and the sun-dried tomatoes first. So I'm just adding that in no particular order, actually. Just add the rest of every other thing, the kidney beans, the tomatoes, the pasta sauce, and what have you. Everything, just add everything into the pot, and you are done cooking. Basically, like chili is really simple to make, and I just added a little water to rinse off my food processor. And you can also add some water to your chili, because we're going to leave it to cook for a long time, so it actually needs some water so that it can cook and it won't burn or be too thick, depending on the consistency that you want. So you can see I'm adding the tomato paste, the pasta sauce. This chili recipe is like the Nigerian jollof rice, where you add like lots of tomatoes and peppers, but this one is like meat, and it's such a different meal. If you want something different, it's like a meat sauce, and they sell it in restaurants, in coffee shops, and people have it with different things. But you can make yours at home without the guilt of sugar, because typically you would add brown sugar to chili, but the tweak to this recipe is that I'm adding dates instead of sugar, so it's still sweet and salty but without the guilt of sugar, you know what I mean. So yeah, you can after you've added everything, just cover it to simmer, and then for like 2 hours, you can from 1 to 2 hours, for as long as you want, and then it is ready. So I just added the jalapeno peppers to finish it off, and I'll let that simmer for a couple of minutes as well, just for that fresh kick to it. Yeah, and the chili is ready. I feel like I say this in all my videos, the food is ready. Yes, it is ready indeed. So yeah, I'm just gonna let the jalapeno peppers simmer for a bit so that it is not raw, and then yeah, I'm just showing you guys here how I served it. Like, this is such a hearty meal, and it is so filling and it is so delicious. Like, you can taste all the flavors coming through. Yeah, so if you've watched up until this point, please give this video a like, and if you haven't subscribed, again, please subscribe. Yeah, thank you very much, and turn on your notification bell as well once you subscribe. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.